I'm Ken Alsop. I'm with Oskaloosa News, and I'm here at the Mahaska County Serenity House. And in a few moments, I'm going to introduce you to a couple of people that have taken on a project because they care about people and the community, and they want to help provide a service for those that are in a time of need. A couple of nice ladies here that have worked really hard. So it's Share the Love is what everybody saw this year, but I think there's kind of been a little bit of history to this. Can you share some of how we got to this point? You guys had a busy line the other night, so let's talk about it.
Yeah. So I think we both got in the committee 5 years ago, and they used to do golfing under the lights, and that kind of ran its course. So they're looking for some fresh ideas. So our committee got together and started throwing out ideas, and it started with I think a Valentine's idea lunch, like a dinner for intimate couples, and thought that would be too hard to separate tables. So we thought we would just do a Valentine's or an event around Valentine's.
Yep, so we kind of toyed with the idea of having dueling pianos come, and we decided to go with Debbie's Celebration Barn, and we had an awesome event and maxed out the capacity. So year 2, we decided to continue with dueling pianos, and we moved to the Penn Central Mall for a little bigger venue. And we've had 2 great events there, and then COVID hit. So we thought last year that we needed to mix it up a little bit. We still wanted the event, but we needed to do something a little different. So we had the drive-through. We weren't sure how it was going to go, but it was very successful. And so this year we thought, why not try it and give it another shot? And we had a very well-attended event this year.
All right, so the very visible part, of course, is that drive-through dinner, or at other times at the mall or Debbie's Celebration Barn. But there's also a huge component of it, which is a silent auction and auction, where you guys are community members, donate items, and you guys auction that off. So how did that begin to happen? And of course, it's massive now. I was flipping through picture after picture after picture on Facebook of donated items. So tell us a little bit about that, too.
Yes, we have an awesome community. It kind of started again each year. We've grown and more people involved, and us as committee members trying to think outside the box to get other things that people may like to bid on. We got a lot of baskets from partnering with the hospital this year, and each department donated a basket, which was awesome. So I think we had over
270 some silent auctions items, which last year was around 160. So we went up about 100 this year.
I was going to have to recognize that generosity of people. I mean, I saw everything from jewelry to paintings to baskets.
To home goods. Yeah, lots of baked goods. We were overwhelmed with the community support this year on silent auctions.
So COVID has really caused some extra stress. I mean, we're here in this fabulous facility of the Serenity House. We're in the kitchen. But COVID has really impacted how this is done for you guys, and unfortunately the patients here as well at times. So let's talk this a little bit through. How do you guys see this going forward into the future? I mean, because maybe COVID's here. I don't know. I'm not the expert for sure. So.
We keep talking about that. We think a lot more people can get involved with the drive-through and having the auction online. A lot more options for people to bid if they don't want to come to an event. A lot of people are willing to drive through and pick up a dinner. So we've been messing around with the idea.
We've had lots of conversations still because we really miss the coming together and getting together and celebrating the Serenity House together as a group. But with 2 successful events, it's hard to give that up and go back to an in-person event. But next year we'll be up in the air still.
We'll see. I'm one that I love the dueling pianos. I was there twice. I'll tell you what, that's some pretty good stuff. But it is hard to not recognize how something has actually grown and been more successful under a COVID type of situation.
Exactly. This year we had another record-breaking year, and so did we last year. So each year it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, which is awesome.
All right. So we've touched on some of the donations from the community. The meal, of course, is the big component of this, and there was a couple of donors that kind of stepped forward this year too, and let's talk about those folks and kind of give a little shout out. I mean, there's a lot of folks that donated $1,000 or more, and my hope is I'll list all of these here in the article or video so that everybody can appreciate those folks.
Perfect.
Yeah. Musco has always been a huge contributor to our Mahaska Hospice Auxiliary. They did had the lights for the Golfing Under the Lights. And when we kind of mixed it up and went to a different avenue, we asked them to be our event meal sponsors. And they partner with MCG, and they are able to provide the meal. So 100% of your donation goes straight back to the Serenity House.
Okay. So it's a lot of work. I mean, you guys, I think October is kind of where everything has to be a dotted line and say, hey, we're doing this. So there's a lot of, you're probably really thinking about next year already, pretty hard. Why? What's in it for each one of you? Why are you here? Why are you caring about this cause?
I think we started when our aunt was here at the Serenity House, and a comforting place to go, and our family could be here, the warm cookies, the nurses here. It's just an awesome thing to have in our community that a lot of people are not fortunate enough to have. So we'd love to keep it here. So I think that kind of got us started.
Yeah, kind of got us started in the whole hospice realm of things. Our mom was on the committee for quite some time before that, so we've just really latched on to what the Serenity House has to offer for our community.
So I was going to say, it's quite a bit more personal for you guys than just, hey, this is a community thing to do. You guys really have a reason to be in here and care about this place then. So what would you give for advice to others as to, hey, I really, I'm grateful I've not had to use that service yet, but help them understand what this place brings to community members in their time of need.
This is just a comforting place for families to come when they're in some of their darkest times and they're unsure of what to do. They want the best care for their family member, their loved one, and the hospice house provides that. They provide the atmosphere for people to feel comforted, for you to come as a family and still gather in a home-like atmosphere and not be in a hospital or a nursing home or something else. So it's a very beneficial to our community.
So I also want to kind of look at, what kind of financial impact all of this work has for this facility here. So what were you guys able to raise this year for Serenity House?
So this year, again, with all the support from the community, the auction items, the sponsors, we had over $87,000 in profits this year, which is awesome. So we're very grateful. You don't see that in a small community like this.
And so historically, is this up then from previous years?
Last year we raised about $71,000 and we were able to donate $80,000. And so this is up quite a bit, quite obviously, 16,000 up.
So well, congratulations to you guys. I know it's a lot of work, but when you sit in here and you see the work that's being done, I understand why you guys put the effort into it. So thank you all very much. Have I missed anything before we kind of sign out here?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thanks once again, and thank you for
Thank you.
sharing.
Thank you.
Well, I'm back out here with Amber, and she really wants to talk about the folks that also help really make this possible for you guys.
Yes, we have an awesome board that puts in a ton of work and hours throughout the year to make this event possible, working with individuals, the companies, again, to help us have a record-breaking year and donating over $90,000 for the Share the Love event.
Well, in front of us is this parking lot, and I can tell you there was a big screen and music and volunteers, and everybody was really busy. It takes all of those many hands to make this happen, doesn't it?
It does. There was a lot of behind-the-scene people making this happen. It was a warmer year, so we loved that, and the music to help keep us warm. It was just a great event and a fun night for all of us.